German Shepherd Dog in the movies. The German Shepherd Dog has appeared in films such as Knives Out 2019, Atomic Blonde 2017, Bruce Almighty 2003, Major Payne 1995, The Good Heart 2009, The Christmas Shepherd 2014, Two Arabian Nights 1927. Breed standards may change over time. Both appearance standards and standards regarding breed character or working qualities may change. The works of art of the early years depict the most typical representatives of the breeds of that time. Comparing with the modern appearance of the breed, you will be able to assess how much the breed has changed over time. Also of interest are archival photographs of specific breeds, which you can find on the internet in specialized forums about the breed. Historical reference of the breed and subgroup. True shepherds are a large group of breeds created for herding livestock, most often sheep. These breeds were bred in Europe. The rapidly developing cattle breeding here needed the help of dogs to manage the herds. Shepherd dogs were required to be able to turn sheep around in a limited area of pasture, so that they would not trample the surrounding fields. In connection with such specific requirements, breeds of dogs were formed, medium size, sometimes even small, and, most importantly, perfectly oriented to contact with the person. All shepherd dogs are well trained, able to remember many commands. Dogs are not very independent, and therefore it is better not to expect quick decisions from them in a non-standard environment. Sheepdogs are definitely good paired with a person. German Shepherd Dog. This is perhaps the most common breed of dog. She has millions of fans around the world. Dogs, which can be safely called the ancestors of the German Shepherd Dog, are mentioned in German chronicles as early as the 7th century. They were large strong animals of a light color. Books of a later period describe already dark dogs, similar in appearance to the modern German Shepherd Dog. 1882 is considered the year of the beginning of work with the breed. 2 years later, the physical data and service qualities of the breed won such wide recognition that the question arose of using it in the army. The creator of the German Shepherd Dog is considered to be Colonel of the German cavalry Max von Stephanitz, who was breeding these dogs from 1884 to 1896, and did a lot for the formation of the breed. He also created the first standard. The phenomenon of the breed is that Max von Stephanitz not only realized his idea, determined the breeding strategy, but also brilliantly put his ideas into practice. The result is a strong, agile, hardy and unpretentious German Shepherd Dog, widely used in a wide variety of services. The German Shepherd Dog is well trained and very disciplined. This breed is characterized by almost blind obedience to the owner or guide. These qualities make the dog extremely convenient for official use under human control, but somewhat limit its action in non-standard situations that require an independent decision. A working test is a prerequisite for the German Shepherd Dog to be bred. Participation in international training competitions is considered prestigious. However, if you do not regularly engage in training and sports with your dog, you are unlikely to be satisfied with the fact that you have chosen this breed. It is not permissible to make a chained dog out of a German Shepherd Dog. With this content, the dog is constantly under stress. She needs communication with a person, the ability to move a lot. Without this, the dog becomes uncontrollable, constantly barks, and having broken off the leash, rushes around the site. This is the case when the dog is used for other purposes. The main trend of the last 2 decades is the expansion of the circle of breeding dogs, mainly due to cooperation with experienced dog breeders from all 5 continents, strictly following the recommendations of German experts. As a result, competition arose not only in the SV Championship, but also in the European and World Service Dog Championships, which from year to year, confirms that a large number of breeders, and simply lovers of the German Shepherd Dog have appeared all over the world, able to compete with their counterparts from Germany. German Shepherd Dog. This is a dog of medium to above average height. Height at the withers from 55 to 65 centimeters. The head is wedge-shaped, massive, moderately white in the skull. The cheekbones are muscular and prominent. The forehead is flat from the occiput, and slightly convex in the anterior part, divided into 2 halves by an inconspicuous furrow. The muzzle is slightly shorter than the length of the skull, pointed, with dry, tight lips. The ears are of medium length, set high, pointed, in the shape of an isosceles triangle, with the ends pointing forward and upward. The eyes are dark, oval in section, obliquely set, with dry, tight-fitting eyelids. The neck is strong, muscular, of medium length. The chest is oval, long, wide and deep. The tail is saber-shaped, long. The coat is thick, harsh, with a well-developed undercoat. Straight hair, short on the head, ears and limbs, longer on other parts of the body. The color is black, black and tan, zoned gray, zoned red in different shades. The German Shepherd Dog is very strongly attached to the human family in which it lives. Some breeds are strongly attached to one person, others to all members of the human family, others may have a friendly attitude towards all people in general, and the fourth may not have close ties even with the owner. The German Shepherd dog is very strongly attached to all members of the human family in which they live. Usually they do not show aggression towards strangers. The attitude of any dog to strangers strongly depends on the breed of the pet, but even more strongly this attitude depends on the upbringing and socialization of a particular individual, while socialization in the early puppyhood of a pet is especially important in this regard. At the same time, the German Shepherd dog gets along great with children. However, regardless of the dog's friendly attitude towards children, a dog of any breed should not be left alone with small children. Some breeds of dogs are more relaxed about the behavior of young children, and may not pay attention to semantics of children. However, it should be understood that dogs of all breeds, no matter how friendly they are, should be with children only under the supervision of the owner or adults, since in addition to the qualities of the breed in relation to children, there are also the individual characteristics of each dog, its upbringing and previous experience in communicating with children. Even these relationships are largely influenced by the behavior of children. But with other dogs, the German Shepherd dog does not get along very well. Different breeds of dogs treat their own kind differently. Some dogs will play and interact in every possible way with dogs they meet or live with. Other breeds may try to dominate or even attack similar four-legged ones. At the same time, the relationship between dogs can be very different from how a dog will react to people. The behavior of a dog in relation to other dogs and people depends not only on the breed, but also on the socialization of a particular individual. Communication of the German Shepherd dog with small pets such as hamsters, domestic rats, squirrels, chinchillas and other rodents is best limited. Cats can get along. The German Shepherd dog breed is not suitable for inexperienced dog owners, or those who get a dog for the first time. Some dog breeds are easier to keep and train, while others are more independent, and even assertive, and require an experienced owner. This breed needs an experienced owner to prevent dominance and overprotection problems. The German Shepherd dog can be kept in an apartment, provided that you can organize enough walks for it. A country house would still be the best place to keep a German Shepherd dog. It should be borne in mind that they cannot stand loneliness, and cannot be left alone for a long time. The quality and quantity of wool allow the German Shepherd dog to comfortably endure cold and heat, but very low or high temperatures are no longer safe for a four-legged dog. Learning and training. All dogs can be trained, but some breeds remember and execute commands faster and more readily than other breeds. Different breeds need a different approach to training and education. Some breeds may appear to be poorly trainable or even stupid. However, in most cases, a dog breed's trainability is due to the stubborn or independent nature of the dog breeder individual. Also of great importance in the trainability of a dog is the role of what training methods the trainer uses for a particular breed. In the book The Intelligence of Dogs, published in 1994 and written by Stanley Coren, professor of psychology at the University of British Columbia in Vancouver, the German Shepherd dog is ranked 3rd out of 80 in terms of learning ability. In this regard, the breed stands next to such breeds as the Border Collie, Poodle, Golden Retriever and Doberman. In Professor Stanley Coren's book, the German Shepherd dog is located in the group Dogs with Excellent Learning Abilities. Ability to understand a new command in less than 5 repetitions. Execution of the command from the first time, in 95% of cases and above. Tendency to bark. Among other things, breeds differ in the level of noise, or rather, in the frequency of their barking. Some breeds can bark all the time without stopping, and never get tired of barking at every stranger or strange dog that passes by your house or by herself. Other breeds bark only on business, when it is necessary in her opinion, and still others can only give a voice in exceptional cases. The German Shepherd dog has a tendency to bark for no reason. These dogs are also not deprived of the desire to gnaw. The desire to gnaw and taste everything is common to puppies of all breeds, but as adults, different breeds have varying degrees of propensity to explore the world with their teeth. The German Shepherd dog is quite prone to such pranks. Activity and energy level. According to the level of charge and activity, breeds can also be divided into active and calm or even lazy. An active dog will require constant walks, training and frequent mental stimulation from you. Calm and less energetic dogs will be happy with short walks around the house and will gladly share your desire to lie on the couch at home. This feature should be taken into account when choosing a pet, since the unfulfilled needs of an active animal will be realized at home on the things and objects of your home. The amount of energy in the dog also determines with what desire and for how long the dog will play games with you or with your child under your supervision. German Shepherd dog in this regard are charged to the fullest. In addition, many breeds have an innate desire to chase moving objects and animals. The degree of this desire may vary from breed to breed. If this innate instinct is highly developed in a dog, you need to carefully monitor the pet during a walk and keep it on a leash, since any moving object can provoke the dog to chase, even if it is a car that can harm the animal. At such moments the dog can disobey the call of the owner and switch all your attention to the moving target. In addition, such breeds pose an additional danger to small domestic animals and birds. In the German Shepherd dog, this instinct is highly developed and should be kept in mind when walking with your pet. Passion for vagrancy and love of freedom. Some breeds have a tendency to cover long distances on their fours, for which they were bred, so these dogs, following their instinct, will not miss the opportunity to escape from you and run a couple of kilometers, despite your calls. Sled dogs, hounds and bloodhounds are mainly inclined to such walks. The German Shepherd dog does not tend to run away from its owner when walking. Tendency to drool. The amount of saliva produced depends on the characteristics of the breed. Some breeds salivate so much that they can leave marks on the carpet, on the sofa, on the floor and on you. Other breeds also salivate, but this happens in much less quantities. Fortunately, German Shepherd dogs produce very little saliva. But the amount of wool that the German Shepherd dog leaves behind may seem large for very clean people. The amount of dog hair in your home and on your clothes depends a lot on what breed you choose. Some breeds shed all year round, others only seasonally, others hardly shed. This characteristic of the breed can be important depending on where you plan to keep the pet, whether members of your family are allergic to animal hair, and how important it is to you in general. Dog care. Some breeds may require a lot of grooming and attention due to co-characteristics, muzzle shape, habitat, or the general health of the breed. The German Shepherd dog in this regard is quite average in terms of the complexity of the care of the dog. They do not require a lot of time for themselves. General health of the breed on a 10-point scale. The general health of dogs of this breed, and the possibility of the appearance of genetic diseases in them can be assessed on a 10-point scale of 9 points. That is, they are quite healthy dogs with a minimum number of genetically predisposed diseases. Many common diseases of the German Shepherd dog are the result of inbreeding practiced early in the life of the breed. One such common condition is hip and elbow dysplasia, which can cause pain in a dog later in life and cause arthritis. Degenerative myelopathy, a neurological disease, occurs with sufficient regularity. In addition, German Shepherd dogs have a higher than normal incidence of von Willebrand's disease, a common inherited bleeding disorder, and exocrine pancreatic insufficiency. The average lifespan of the German Shepherd dog is 10 to 15 years.